Who am I?
Most of the people
I am
you kill
him.
in the same
This
room.
is it. Working with T3, man, it taught me how to actually write a song, how to put lyrics together. That was really it, how to write a song. Him and Young RJ taught me how to write a song. You know, I was just putting a bunch of, like most rappers, just putting a bunch of lyrics together, mostly speaking to MCs. That was something that Twilight Tone taught me too, was to stop talking to rappers. And I was talking to rappers a lot, so sitting back and watching T3 put together songs and choruses and hooks and how he put words together was like being in school, like being in class. I called it like being in the chamber, and I learned a lot sitting there watching him and Elzai. Elzai didn't write down no word, write down anything. He just kept saying the rhymes over and over and over, and to see that type of professionalism putting a song together was like no other, man. It taught me a lot. Here's a memorable moment of me being in the studio with Slum Village. We were working on the Dirty Slums 1 album, and being downstairs in that basement, RJ's basement, man, you have Dwelly, Fat Cat, in any day, it could be anybody down there, man, downstairs in the what they call the in the studio, man, and just being. I remember one time I was stuck on a one sentence on the album. I was stuck for like an hour. I had to keep going over and over and over and over, and they was on me too, man. Pause. They was on me, but I got it together. That was probably like the most memorable time of me in the studio with those guys, man. Some of the game that I got from RJ Rice Sr., who we affectionately call Unc, was owning my own music. You know what I mean? He put it in our brains to, own your own brand and make sure that you're not getting played by these companies out here. Told me a lot of situations of him going to war with guys in the industry about his music, things that he wrote that was his. And so he really put that in my brain to stand on that and make sure I have my own music, so I can make my own moves in the industry. And nobody could, really control you when you have a control of your own art, basically. So he put that in my brain to keep that intact and to make sure I own my own. Some memorable career moments for me would be taking the stage with the different people that I've taken the stage with, from opening up for Rakim, opening up for Big Daddy Kane, being on stage with Slumville, performing at what's my spot in New York called BB King's, and being on tour, the Dirty Slums tour. That would probably be the most memorable thing for me, is being on stage, man. I love being on stage. So the places I've been, that I've rocked here and opened up for Method Mans to Ghostface Killah, even the R&B singers, Isley Brothers, Frankie Beverly and Maze. That's my most memorable, is being on stage. That's my home away from home. It was a special time when I went down to Jackson State. Stu Stowaways was the crew that I was in, and you had David Banner, Kamikaze, Ice Gree, DJ Scrap Dirty. That's where I learned how to be an MC. I learned how to be an MC that summer of '93. All we did was sit around each other, play beats and freestyle, play beats and freestyle, play beats and freestyle. And there was a guy that went to school with us named P Dope. Rest in peace to P Dope. P Dope could freestyle so well that it sounded like it was written. And me and David Banner would sit down and be like, man, we're gonna be able to do that. And he told us that we had to practice every day. So we did that every day. So us being around each other and building off each other and ideas and metaphors and cadences, that helped me a whole lot. And when I came back to Chicago, I was able to sit in the ciphers and rhyme with Juice and Gravity and Lil Ray, and Rhyme Fest, and hold my own, and to even, stand out, from just being around those guys and us building off each other. And like you say, they'll say steel sharpens steel. That was exactly what it was being in Jackson, Mississippi, around with the stew pot. Steel sharpened steel to the end, man. It was he made some greatness come out of those sessions. If I could speak to the young Vice right now, I would tell him to not be so trusting and not letting people talk me to death. You know, a lot of times in my career, I was saw a bunch of promises, and I believed a lot of promises. I believed a lot of promises, and I think one of the main things I would change and tell young Vice is you have to invest in yourself. I thought that talent was how you got signed and how you got found. Has a lot to do with it, but you also have to invest in yourself. You have to spend some money in yourself and not think that someone else is going to pay for your dreams. You know, if I would have known that 20 years ago, I probably would have changed a whole lot different in my life 20, 30 years ago, but because I thought somebody else was supposed to pay for me. So yeah, I would tell a young Vice to don't let people talk you to death and invest in yourself. Yo, what's going on, man? This is your boy Vice Verse, aka Vice. You're checking out 24/7 HH. Tune in.